Okay, here it is. It's 11:20 the next morning, and this is the area. I just wanted to give you a good view of what we're talking about here. This is where we're cleaning up here, the yard here, the cabin. This is where we were sitting last night, and where we were filming was right up there. Now where Brent is, let me film in on him. He is up there because right where he's at, we saw very clearly a very small orb that was hovering right around where he's at, maybe even a little closer in. And then there was another one over here to the right. But you can definitely see there's no sky there. Now here's the other interesting fact. The bright one that we saw was way up there. If you look in the forest, you can't see sky. The mountain is much, much higher than that. The sky actually doesn't show up until like up that way. So you got all these trees, and you got a heavily, heavily forested area. And up on this hill, deep, deep in there, in between the trees, are where these orbs or these lights were flashing and showing them, manifesting themselves. The first night we saw them, we didn't videotape because of the camera. I didn't have the charging cord. They were all over here. Last night, they were in this direction. That's where they started. By the time I charged the camera for literally 30 seconds, enough to get the first video, they had moved over to here. The remainder of the hour-and-a-half display took place right here, right above, way above where Brent is. So you see where Brent is?
There's no way that there's any sky or any light, because it was right here.
Yeah, right where he's at.
The lights were right here, like the faint ones.
Those are the faint ones, yeah, the smaller ones. But the bright ones that I filmed, remember the one that was dividing?
Yeah.
That was straight up above you, and there's nothing there but forest.
No way.
So you would have to conclude that it was happening literally between the trees.
And we climbed past that.
That's the other thing is yesterday morning, because we just bought the property, so we had never been up to the top yet. Yesterday, Brent and the two other boys climbed all the way to the very top of this mountain to make sure there was no dwellings, no houses, no camps, nothing. I mean, we own the whole mountain, and there's not supposed to be anything up there, we were told. They made it to the top, and there's absolutely nothing up there but heavy forest and no access at all. You'd have to climb it, and you can see how steep this is. That's a hell of a climb. So whatever was, I mean, we have our own beliefs, of course, but looking at it as from a skeptic's point of view, it couldn't be stars. I mean, there are going to be some people that say you were filming stars. Well, there's no way. Look at me filming the sky up here. How can I? There's really no way I could film stars.
There was clouds too.
Well, that was the other thing. Last night was a heavy, heavy cloud cover, so there weren't stars visible anyways. But that's not something that the viewers are going to be able. They'll have to take our word for that one.
Yeah.
But you can see the mountain is so steep that you can't see the sky. So, you know, draw your own conclusions, but rest assured we're going to be back here again. With this time we'll have tripods set up so we don't have to deal with a shaky hand and a shaky camera. And we're going to definitely be making more videos if they show up. That was the other strange occurrence, was half the time we were watching things, we could see them with the naked eye, but they would not show up on the video, the viewfinder at all. You just couldn't videotape them. We managed to get 2 short videos, and even in the middle of one, they just blanked out on the screen, even though we continued to see them. So definitely very interesting. And you know, we're looking forward to see what other things we can capture by video here. And even if we can't capture it on video, it's an extreme honor and a pleasure to be able to witness something like that. We felt really good about it. And that's it.